We're back for another episode of YYE, Your Yonge and Eglinton. I'm Jamie Harnish, Toronto Real Estate Navigator with Bosley Real Estate. Today we have the pleasure of meeting Marcelle Aleid, one of the owners of Zezafoun Syrian Cuisine. Marcelle, I want to thank you for having us here in this beautiful, charming restaurant that you have. Why don't we start off by having you tell us about Zezafoun?
Welcome to Zezafoun. Zezafoun is a family restaurant, very much authentic Syrian cuisine. We thought it would be nice to share my mom's food, especially that she's used to have big gatherings at home. She loves to feed our friends and family, so why not share it with the community? And at the same time, we could let people know what Syrian cuisine is, what Syrian culture is, who are the Syrian people other than what you see usually in the media. So it would be nice to tell our story, who we really are as Syrians. So this is how the idea came up, and we have a great mom, and she's fun and amazing, successful woman. So why not?
And what I think is fantastic is, most people, not everybody, but most people think their mother's cooking is the best. You were so confident in that you opened a restaurant around your mother's cooking.
Yes. Well, mom is mom. She's great. You met her. You will try her food as well. The thing about mom is that she really cooked with love, and that's not because of Zezafoun. That's since I was born. So it's a nice way to share and give back something to the community now that we are part of this community, part of Canada, let's say.
Great. So admittedly, I'm a little bit unfamiliar. Could you help me understand a little bit better what types of food is Syrian?
So Syrian food is very similar to Mediterranean food, yet the spices and the way we cook it is what makes it different. But at the same time, there are few dishes that you will, once you say this is a dish, the name of the dish, you will know that this is a very specific Syrian dish. So we have lots of vegan options, which we discovered that it's called vegan.
Good.
In Syria, it's not called vegan. It's just basically food that we eat when we don't want to eat meat, But then we discovered that it is actually vegan. And we have lots of chicken and beef options. It depends where you're from. Seafood becomes part of your cuisine. So even in Syria, in each city, we have different dishes, different names to the same dish as well.
So some regionality within the country, depending on where you are.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. There's one dish. It's so funny because we had to translate it to English, like literal translation, because there's no other name for it. So it's called burning fingers. When you hear the name, you'll be like, it must be hot, spicy. What about finger? Like, what is it with fingers, Yeah. So it's so funny how when we see the reaction of people when they see the dish first, and then when they try it, it's not spicy at all. It's more sour. It has tamarind, and there's a story why it's called burning fingers, and it has nothing to do with the name. So in Arabic, it's called harraq b'isba'. So if I say this to you, it's gonna take you forever to try to say harraq b'isba'.
Yes.
So we thought, okay, that literal translation to that is burning fingers. But then now I have to explain what the dish is and then the story behind the dish. And there's a story behind most of the dishes, this is our next plan, is to write the story of each dish, either why it's cooked that way or why it's called this way. Okay. So burning fingers is a vegan dish, very nice vegan dish. Okay. I'll get you to try it. Okay. And that's lentils with Swiss chard, cilantro, onion, garlic, pieces of baked dough that might look like fingers, but that has nothing to do with the name. Still, nothing to do with the name. And there's tamarind. So it's not hot at all. It's not spicy. So it was called burning fingers because back in the days when the Ottoman Empire took over Syria for a very long time, the king at that time asked the chef to make a dish. And then it was a last minute thing, so he put things together, and then the minute he served it, the king was so hungry. He didn't wait. So he put his fingers and everybody follows the king and everybody burned their fingers. So that's the story, but you know, so it's totally different. But when you try it, everybody loved this dish.
Okay, so last question that I have for you. Do you have anything that you'd like to share about your business that you think somebody who is unfamiliar with Zezafoun might not know about?
Two things. One is that we run music nights here. They're amazing, family style. You get to make friends because you have to actually share the food with strangers. Okay. So music nights is every other Sunday. We kind of pause in the summer because there's a lot of events going on, but it's every other Sunday. This Sunday we have a music night. Okay. And the second thing is that we run brunches on Saturday and Sunday. That is you get to enjoy the breakfast items plus other items that are only made on the weekend. And we have two very traditional dishes that you only get to try on the weekend. So it's a good way to, and we're working on now a specific brunch menu. Okay. It's gonna be cool.
So Marcelle, I want to thank you for this, and if you are interested in trying Syrian cuisine, if you haven't before, or if you're familiar with it, come and see Marcelle and her mother to enjoy their cooking. Marcelle, could you remind people how to find you?
Sure, we are on Yonge and Manor, close to Yonge and Eglinton, south of Eglinton. I learned how to say that from our customers. And we are kind of like inside the street of Manor Road, so I would encourage people to take a bit of a walk. We're right on the corner, but not really on Yonge. So when you see a beautiful, nice patio, that's us. Yeah, and we are at 4 Manor Road East. Everybody can do reservation online. We take reservation, which is at zezafoun.ca. And you can find us on our Instagram or Facebook with the same name, Zezafoun Syrian Cuisine. We have kind of fun pages. So yeah, we might run some competition one day.
Okay,
so,
great, fantastic.
Join us.
Fantastic. Marcelle, thank you for your time.
You're welcome, merci, thanks.